Hi, welcome to my first video in a series of tutorials I'm going to have up. This one's not really a tutorial, this one just kind of tells about how to set this up. Alright, so you've heard about Source SDK, but you don't know how to use it. Go to your library, your Steam library, Tools, and install Source SDK. And once you've got it installed, you're going to run it. Alright, so you select which engine you want. If you want a map for Team Fortress 2, you select Source Engine Multiplayer, Day Defeat Source, Counter-Strike Source. You can map for all of the Source games. I'm just gonna map for Half-Life 2 here. Alright, then start up Hammer. Alright, File, New. This is where you start off if you want to start mapping. You're going to want to make sure that the top left is 3D textured so that when you start building you'll be able to see what it looks like over here. You want this to be 2D top, and you want this one to be front, and you want this one to be side. And if they aren't even like they are here, you can go up to View, Auto Size 4 Views. This is the selection tool for selecting brushes. This is the magnify tool. This is the camera. You can use it to move. You click here and then you drag to move your view around. You can actually, I'm just going to put this there for reference so you can see I'm moving around. You can actually just put your mouse over here and press Z to move around and use WAS and D as if you're no clipping around. It's a lot easier to maneuver that way. That's what I do a lot. And here you have the texture application. You can browse for a texture and then apply it by right clicking, or you can click a texture kind of like an eyedropper tool and then right click to apply it. It's a cool tool, and you can change the texture scale, like if you want it to be a little magnified there, now it's twice as big. You can rotate textures here, and if you'd like to apply decals, you can go here. Let's just look up decals. Let's apply, this looks nice, blood splatter, but there's not really much customization with decals. You just click and however they wind up is what you get. It's a lot cheaper and simpler, but if you'd like to customize how an overlay is what you'd use, if you want to customize how you want the decal to look, you can apply it, move it around. You can, if you click the overlay tool, you can drag the points around and manipulate exactly what it looks like. See, I can stretch it all around like this. It's cool. Alright. Now if you'd like to clip things, use the clipping tool to cut pieces off. I can just remove this wedge here. If it's red, it means it's going to get clipped off. If I were to click it again, that means that if I were to press enter, it would clip this part off and leave this part. And if you click it again and they're both white, it'll mean that it keeps both parts, and it just divides it in two. And the vertex tool, it lets you modify the points of an object. So I could move it just like in a modeling program. And those are pretty much the basics of the tools. If you'd like to change the grid See, right now it's 64 units. You can press this to snap to a smaller grid. The smallest you can go down to is about 1. It's 1. Yeah, you can't go any smaller than that. And that's all you've really got to know for basic hammer knowledge. You know how to create brushes, I'm assuming. So I'll see you in the next video, in the first tutorial.